Animals disappear every day and, though it's a tragedy, it's also a fact proven over millions of years. In reality, there are several species of animals that, if they had survived, we can't be sure if the human race could have coped with and made it this far. In the next few minutes, I'll present 10 terrifying animals that you'll be glad no longer exist. If this is your first time visiting the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Let's see episode 1. As if a T-Rex and a crocodile had a baby, it would look exactly like this, as if it were supposed to look like a crocodile but with long legs and the ability to run. Most likely, you couldn't outrun it. Its name also translates to boar croc, meaning pig crocodile. This animal lived during the late Cretaceous period and disappeared with the mass extinction event that occurred 66 million years ago. 2. Megalodon. If you think movie sharks are ridiculously large, think again when it comes to Megalodon. This massive creature reached a length of 15 meters, and one of its teeth alone was the size of a human. This terrifying animal lived for 14 million years, feeding on flesh until it vanished about 2.5 million years ago. With that said, the great white shark would seem small and feeble in comparison. We're certainly grateful we don't have these giants around anymore, as the oceans would likely be off-limits and beyond the pale.
3. Marcus no.
This isn't some dinosaur named Andrew or Andre. In fact, it's not even a dinosaur or a reptile. It's a mammal. It existed in the Middle Eocene epoch and lived in an area now considered Mongolia and China, according to research for SARS. It's a mammal equivalent to the velociraptor, meaning it ate just about anything, especially meat. It was terrifying, would have eaten without even realizing ironically. It's believed that its descendants are goats and sheep, the ones we raise and eat. For pulmonary scorpius. If you don't like scorpions, then you'll be very happy to know that the aforementioned species no longer exists. Pulmonary. Scorpius looked like a regular scorpion with pincers in front and a massive stinger at the tip of its tail, but this creature was over 70 centimeters long. It lived during the Visean epoch, and of all places on Earth, its fossils were discovered in Scotland. 5. Megapiranha. Regular piranhas cause some trouble, and you certainly don't want to encounter them in the water. But what if I told you there were animals much worse than them? Enter megapiranha. These animals ranged in length from 71 to 128 centimeters and existed during the late Miocene period in Argentina. Thanks to fossils, scientists have been able to figure out just the imprint of this fish's teeth, but the rest of the body remains unknown for now. 6. Cameron race. This animal looks like it was taken straight out of the movie Clash of the Titans. However, this creature resembling a cray had a length of about 9 to 12 meters and lived in the Ordovician period, so 470 million years ago. You probably wouldn't have wanted to run into it in the ocean waters. 7. Helicopter. On what could be scarier than a shark? A shark with a circular saw in its jaw? Logically, right? One helicopter existed 290 million years ago and even survived a mass extinction event. It eventually disappeared, however, about 240 million years ago. It's estimated that the helicopter reached a length of 4 meters if it were still alive. Thanks to it, we would probably have many other extinct fish species. 8. Giant dwarf. This one disappeared 100,000 years ago and is the largest ape that ever existed. If this animal hadn't disappeared, it would probably have been considered the real Bigfoot, estimated to have been 3 meters tall and weighed up to 500 kilograms. They lived in the tropical forests of China for 9 million years. 9. Titan Buddha. For those who aren't fans of snakes like me, you probably won't like Titan Buddha either. This extinct snake was so large that it dined on crocodiles. It was 12 meters long and lived 60 million years ago in the warm waters of tropical areas. Its weight exceeded a ton, and it killed its prey by constriction and suffocation. The method used even today by many snakes. Yes, we can say that we're relieved this animal no longer exists. 10. Forums daily, also known as the terror bird. These animals, whose names I won't bother to pronounce again, were simply terrifying. Their prey consisted only of animals smaller than themselves, such as the bird stood about 3 meters tall and weighed nearly 300 kilograms. These carnivorous birds, unable to fly, had a foot like a club and could break bones with a single strike. They lived in South America about 60 million years ago and disappeared about 2.55 million years ago, around the time when humans began to appear on the scene. That was my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit the red subscribe button below or to the right. Thank you so much for watching and see you next time.